students, welcome back to mathematics class. In the last video we discussed about the proof of pair of tangents. Do you remember the condition? The equation of pair of tangents drawn from an external point to the parabola y square is equals to 4ax is s1 square is equals to s into s11. So in this video, let us see how to find equation of pair of tangents. So coming to the question number 1. Look at the board, everybody. Find the equation to the pair of tangents drawn from 3, minus 2 to the parabola y square is equals to x. Okay. So, in the last video we already derived the formula for equation of pair of tangents. So, what is it? Equation of pair of tangents is s1 square is equals to s into s11, right? So look at the s1. What is s1 here? y1 minus half of x plus x1, isn't it? Whole square. Do you understand S1 format for this? y1 minus, actually we have s, x we need to write in terms of 2x, no? That's why half into 2x, later the 2x can be written as x plus x1. So which is equals to s nothing but given parabola, I mean y square minus x into s11 is nothing but directly substitution, y square minus x1. Now clearly given that the point x1 comma y1 is nothing but 3 minus 2. So let us substitute here in the place of x1 comma y1. Hence this is minus 2y minus half of x plus 3 entirely whole square, which is equals to y square minus x as it is, but y1 square is nothing but minus 2 whole square minus 3. Just you need to substitute in the place of x1 y1. Okay, so please go for the LCM. This is minus 4y minus x minus 3 whole divided by 2 whole square, which is equals to y square minus x into 4 minus 3, anyhow into 1, so no need of writing. So fine, these things are anyhow all are negative terms, no? So you can take minus common and write in order x plus 4y plus 3 entirely whole square, which is equals to 2 square 4, and go for cross multiplication, 4 into y square minus x. Now this is in the form of a plus b plus c whole square. Do you remember the formula? A square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab nothing but 8xy plus 2bc, 2 into 4 8 into 3 24y plus 2ac 6x, and bring these terms this side, then minus 4y square plus 4x is equals to 0. Okay, now write in order. So first of all x square followed by xy term, that is 8xy, and look at the y square terms, 16y square minus 4y square, which is plus 12y square. After y square we want x term, which is 4x. 4x plus 6x together 10x. And coming to y terms, there is only one y term, which is 24y. And now finally constant is plus 9 is equals to 0. So see that what is the equation finally? X square plus 8xy plus 12y square plus 10x plus 24y plus 9 is equals to 0. So which is the combined equation of pair of tangents. Okay, that's why we got the degree as 2. Linear into linear. If you multiply both the line equations, you are going to get in this way. A second degree non-homogeneous equation. Right? So this is the way we can find equation of pair of tangents using the formula S1 square is equals to S into S11. Right, ma? Now there is one more procedure also to find the equation of pair of tangents without using this formula. Let us see what is the method 2. Say I want to go with one more problem. Actually the previous one also you can try in the method 2 also, that you can take care. So coming to the question is same almost. Find the equation of the pair of tangents drawn from a point 2, 5, drawn from a point 2, 5 and to the parabola y square is equals to 12x. So method number 1, as usual, the external point P x1, y1 is provided to you as 2, 5. Hence you can go with the formula S1 square is equals to S into S11. Now let us see with, and that too using that formula we got a combined equation, isn't it? Finally we did not get the separately what are the two tangents. Now in the method 2 we will get the tangents separately. So look at the question now. First, given parabola equation y square is equals to 12x, isn't it? So can compare with y square is equals to 4ax, and from this I can say that a value, small a value is nothing but 3. Small a is nothing but 3. Okay. So now let us consider some general tangent. Let consider that let us assume that y is equals to mx plus c be one of the tangent, be the tangent to the parabola, okay. Generally I consider some line y is equals to mx plus c. Now suppose my dear, if this is a tangent, hence the condition is what? Y is equal to mx plus, in the place of c I can replace a by m, no? Isn't it? This is nothing but a by m. If the line is a tangent to the condition to the parabola, then the condition is nothing but c is equals to a by m, right? So just replace a value here, which is 3 by m. Fine. And you know my dear, this is after going for LCM, my is equals to m square x plus 3. So this is what I can arrange it as x into m square minus y into m plus 3 is equals to 0. But you know, as per the concept, this is the story, isn't it? The point is P somewhere here 2, 5. Now PA is one of the tangent and PB is one more tangent. So now this is one of the tangent, right? Maybe PA or maybe PB. but whatever it may be, either PA or PB, definitely it must passes through the point P, no, 2, 5. So that is what I am writing here. It passes through the point, what is that? 2, 5. So passes through means it must satisfy. So in the place of X, I can substitute 2. In the place of Y, we can substitute 5. That is 2m square minus 5m plus 3 is equals to 0. See, we got a quadratic equation. Now m has two values. M has two values, isn't it? Two roots for m. Let us factorize this. What are the factors here? 2m square minus 2m minus 3m plus 3 is equals to 0. So clearly on adding we get minus 5m, and on multiplication we must get a plus 6m square. Fine, isn't it? And now what we can take common? If you take 2m common here, then m minus 1. Even if you take minus 3 common here, then which is also m minus 1 is equals to 0. So now finally the factors are m minus 1 into 2m minus 3 is equals to 0. So therefore on equating to 0, here we get m value is nothing but 1, and here m value is nothing but 3 by 2. See, now we have two slopes, isn't it? Two slopes. So better this you can consider as equation 2, and given parabola as equation number 1. Actually equation 2 is nothing but equation of tangent, no? So now replace m is equals to 1. If m is equals to 1, then equation 2 implies y is equals to mx nothing but 1 into x plus 3 by 1. So finally x minus y plus 3 is equals to 0 is one of the tangent, right? And if m is equals to suppose 3 by 2, then tell me y is equals to 3 by 2 into x plus mx, no? 3 by m, 3 by 3 by 2, which is 2. 3 by 3 by 2, which is 2. So now this is 2y is equals to 3x plus 4, and 3x minus 2y plus 4 is equals to 0 is the another tangent. So look at first one is y is equal to x plus 3. That's what we can write it, x minus y plus 3 is equals to 0. And second tangent is nothing but 2y is equals to 3x plus 4, which is finally 3x minus 2y plus 4 is equals to 0. Do you understand? The method 1, that is using the condition s1 square is equals to s into s11, we get a combined equation of pair of tangents. And now here you see, no need to follow any formula, just a basic concept. Assume that generally a line be the tangent which is y is equals to mx plus c. And if it is a tangent, then the condition is c is equals to a by m. And after that finally either PA or PB both must passes through the given point. So using that we get a quadratic. On solving quadratic we get m values, two values for m, and after substitution those m values in the equation 2 we get the required equations of tangents. So coming to the next concept is about pole and polar. So this is also same as what you learnt in circles. So look at the definition here. Let P be a point lying within or outside the given parabola. So P be a point, then where is its location? It can be within the or outside of the given parabola. For example, let it be the parabola. Now let me want to assume P is a point here, isn't it? So P can be either inside or outside the parabola. Now suppose any straight line drawn through P intersects the parabola at 2 points, say Q and R. So now if you draw any line through this P, so surely it intersects the parabola at 2 points. Say those 2 points as Q and R, right? So look at the first point is P can be a point either which lying in the parabola or outside the parabola. Now any straight line drawn through P, this point P meets the parabola at 2 points, say Q and R. And look at the next third point. Then the locus of the point of intersection of the tangents to the parabola at Q and R. Now draw the tangent at Q as well as tangent at R. Fine. So now this is nothing but what it is? Point of intersection of the tangents drawn at the point Q and R. Okay. Now say suppose this is the point S. Let it be S. Now what is S here? Clearly S is the point of intersection of the tangents drawn to the parabola at the point Q and R. Fine. Now you see. So then the locus of this point of intersection of the tangents to the parabola drawn at Q and R is called the polar of the given point P. Now the locus of this point, nothing but a line which is passing through this point of intersection, right? So then this is considered as polar of point P. The line is considered as a polar of point P with respect to the parabola, and the point P is called as the pole of the polar, right? So before this you must have an idea that pole is nothing but, see what is meant by pole is nothing but any point. It's just a point. Please remember that pole is nothing but a point. And what is meant by polar? Polar is nothing but a line. A point, a line. Right now? Now this line is nothing but polar of this point P. And what about this point P is nothing but pole of this polar. So when polar exists, no doubt that pole also exists. That's why simply we won't say that it has a polar. We will say that polar of a particular point. Similarly, we won't consider that P as a simply as a pole. We repeat it as a, see, pole of the polar. So that's why pole and polar are related to each other. Right, my dear? So look at once again briefly explanation about pole and polar. So first of all, we need to consider a point P which can be lie either inside the parabola or outside the parabola. Next, through this point P, if you draw any line, a straight line, definitely the line will be meeting the parabola at 2 points, say some Q and R. Okay, then the definitely at Q and at R, because these are the points on the parabola, there exist tangents. Now draw the tangents at the points Q and R. definitely they meet at a point and say the point is some S. Hence S is nothing but point of intersection of the tangents drawn at Q and R. Fine. Hence the locus of these points, like this there exist infinitely many point of intersections of the tangents, and if you join all those points, they lie in a line, and that particular line is called polar of the point P, and the point P is called pole of the polar. Okay. Now what is the equation of polar? As usual in the chapter circle also you learned, no? So equation of polar at a particular point P x1 comma y1 to the point S is equals to 0 is S1 is equals to 0. So coming to the next theorem, the equation of polar of Px1 comma y1 with respect to the parabola, y square is equals to 4ax is S1 is equals to 0. That is, what is the S1? yy1 minus 2a into x plus x1 is equals to 0. Okay, so now the proof of this concept can be given in two ways. One is by using the concept of geometry, and second one using the concepts of differentiation also we can do it. So let us try with the second method, that is using differentiation. Okay, so as per the concept, let us assume that Px1 comma y1b so first of all let us try as per the definition of polar. Okay, so this is the definition, no? P be any point. Now any line drawn through P meets the curve, I mean parabola at 2 points. Now the tangents drawn at A and B meets at a point Q. So first let us go through the definition. So as per the definition, so for that first consider, let the given equation of a parabola be y square minus 4ax is equals to 0. Okay. Now any chord passes through this P, meets the parabola in 2 points, no? Say those 2 points as capital A and capital B. Now the tangents drawn at A comma B to the parabola meet at Q x0 comma y0. Assume that this Q as a point sum x0 comma y0. Now I want equation of AB bar. Equation of AB bar. So AB bar is nothing but one way chord of contact of point Q, no? So equation of AB bar is nothing but chord of contact of point Q. So actually equation of chord of contact is nothing but S1 is equals to 0. S1 is equals to 0. But here the point is not x1 comma y1. Please do not forget that. S. Okay, let us first of all write it as S1 is equals to 0. That is what y into y1. But in the place of y1 we need to write y0 because the point is not x1 y1. The point is x0 y0. I mean actually S not is equals to 0. You can write like that. So y1 minus 2a into x plus x1, but the only change is in the place of x1 and y1, since we consider the point as x0 comma y0, please replace it, which is equals to 0. Okay, what is this actually? This is nothing but equation of AB. Now you know AB is also passes through P, isn't it? So now AB bar passes through the point P x1 comma y1. Passes through means it should satisfy, no? So in the place of y, now we can replace y1, and in the place of x we can replace x1. So hence the above equation, now it becomes y1 into y0 minus 2a into x1 plus x0, which is equals to 0. So therefore equation of locus of Q is, so nothing but do you remember the last step in the form in the chapter locus? So actually x1 comma y1 will be replaced by x comma y, but here the point Q is nothing but x0 comma y0. So x0 and y0 just you replace by x comma y as per the rules of locus, isn't it? So now this is nothing but y0 we can replace it as a y, I mean y1 into y minus 2a into x1 plus x, which is equals to 0. So this is what we can rearrange it as y into y1 minus 2a into x plus x1 is equals to 0, I mean which is nothing but s1 is equals to 0. So equation of polar of a particular point P x1 comma y1 with respect to the parabola y square is equals to 4ax is s1 is equals to 0. And you know, my dear, this is the formula will be useful for many concepts. Equation of tangent is also s1 is equals to 0. Equation of chord is also s1 is equals to 0. Even equation of chord of contact is also s1 is equals to 0. And now equation of polar is also s1 is equals to 0. Nothing but if you understand the concept properly, the same line behaves as chord, I mean this is the line AB itself behaves as according to the situation. In some situations it may be the chord, sometimes it may be the chord of contact, even it may be the secant, it may be the polar, and it may be even a tangent. So that is why there is no change in the formula. So look at the one problem on this. Find the equation of polar of a point 2, 3 with respect to the parabola y square is equals to 8x. Suppose this is the question. We need to find the equation of polar of a particular point to the given parabola. Then coming to solution, first write the formula. Equation of polar of a point P x1 comma y1 with respect to the parabola is S1 is equals to 0. So can you write the S1 format for this? Y into y1 minus half of the x coefficient, which is 4 into actually 2x, that can be written as x plus x, and followed by 1 of the x, you can change it as x1, which is equals to 0. So what is provided here? X1 comma y1 is nothing but 2 comma 3. So just you need to replace 2 in the place of x1 and 3 in the place of y1. So y into 3 minus 4 into x plus 2 is equals to 0. So just if you multiply and now multiply with again minus, and so 4x minus 3y plus 8 is equals to 0. I told you no, polar is nothing but a line. So what is the general form of a straight line? Ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. See, is this in that format or not? Okay, so this is the way, which is very simple because S1 is well known to us. Right? I hope you all are understood the concepts well, and please practice the problems from our material also. Thank you for this watching. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you everybody.